This is the reading for Sagittarius in the 3 periods. The sign as such is a sign of fire. It's ruling the 9th house, the house of philosophy, of higher elevated thought, expansion. It covers long distance travel, foreign languages, inspiration, optimism, publication, higher education, spirituality, philosophy, religion, ideals, morals, and ethics. It's the house of I know. One of the unique qualities of Sagittarius is its dual nature, half human with an ability to reason ideals and a quest for knowledge, and half horse with an insatiable wanderlust, a restless nature, and a desire for independence. Sagittarius may wrestle with harmonizing both sides of their personality. However, those with the 9th sign are often able to find a connection that binds their constructing personality traits through travel and exploration. Sagittarius personality often spend time thinking about why and how things work on a grand scale, and are not afraid to share their theories about life with anyone that will listen. They live for the impossible grand ideas, the big brainstorms, and the what-if questions. In Tarot, the card associated with Sagittarius is the card of Temperance. This is about assistance, encouragement, and in this deck is associated with the constellation of Pictor. Known as the Easel of the Heaven, but was initially labeled Equelus Pictoris, a word that means ass, small horse, or easel. An easel is an essential but often underappreciated tool of an artist. The pack animal and the easel both perform a similar service. They assist in supporting precious cargo. And if we think what the meaning of the temperance in tarot is, then it's about blending and mixing different elements like wet and dry, hot and cold, male and female. It's one of the 5 cardinal virtues. So it's actually a bridge between 2 worlds. And the planet that rules Sagittarius is Jupiter, the planet of conversation, persuasion, and charisma, the good luck planet. And in Tarot, the card associated with Jupiter is the Wheel of Fortune. From this tarot, we have the association with the Pegasus, also a horse, the white-winged horse, one of the best known creatures in Greek mythology, a symbol of wisdom, beauty, and power, has been a part of poetic stories since medieval time. He's the son of Poseidon and Gorgon, Medusa. In the beginning, he was wild and untrained, but over time, Pegasus learned his true potential through the help of the hero and their journeys together. He appears in many of Greek stories, assisting in a variety of epic battles, including the fight against both the Chimera and the Amazons. So he is a symbol of transformation, from humble beginnings, rising up, and accomplishing his true potential. And that's very much what the Wheel of Fortune also is. So these are the general stories about Sagittarius, and I'm going to continue with the 3 parts, the 3 decans and the sub-rulers. This is the reading for the second part of Sagittarius from 3 to 12 December. We have Jupiter as the ruler of Sagittarius, but now we have the Moon as the sub-ruler with her calming power that brings to Sagittarius a kind of inner knowledge, especially when it comes to the spiritual path. Sagittarius as an explorer, as an adventurer, with Temperance, the card that is associated, demanding a balance between shadows and light, and the Moon assists with this High Priestess. Even in this beautiful deck, shows like she tries to keep the balance between emotion and reason. So it's a blend of emotion and reason, and that creates a space for strength to be built. And the card from minor arcana associated with this period, it's the Nine of Wands. And this is called the Lord of Great Strength. We see this warrior who is like guarding a fence of wands. We can even look behind and there is nothing really, so it could be a curtain that hides the real action. It's a kind of backstage. He's the last one standing by. If we look at the card before, there was another one near him, but he remains when the dark comes. He doesn't give up. He has discipline and dedication. He's well prepared, knowing that losing a battle doesn't mean to lose the war, so he doesn't give up. And when the danger comes, he is willing to persevere. But due to the moon, he has now a period of rest, and after that, he's ready to continue the battle for his ideas, for what he stands up for. It's a moment of pause in an action. If we look at this tarot of Monday, this person here is facing the danger. So knowing that you have the strength and you know from your experience that you have the wisdom and experience necessary to act independently of the rest. And one can even find happiness in perseverance. This is the happy tarot. So you have your friends near you and you have your triumphs. So that makes you strong and shows that you have good resources. So just take a moment now to rest, like we see in the KALY tarot. Find your own place where you can charge your batteries, and with the back to the danger that it's coming, just look for the strength, inner strength, and that's in your heart, as we see in this tarot of happiness. If we look at the Cosmos tarot, the card associated with the Nine of Fire is the card of Ara, that represents a smoky altar hazy from recent offerings. Ara is known as the sacred altar where the Greek gods form an alliance. She also represents the formalization and ceremonial act of commitment. The altar is a sacred space where the physical and metaphysical meet and is a space intended for acknowledgement of a great concept. The traditional tarot speaks of Nine of Fire as a time of steadfast commitment to an idea or concept. It is the tireless guardianship of something worthwhile, and the efforts made to see that concept through, regardless of the personal sacrifice to do so. So it is about the personal sacrifice. Number 9 is also a number of altruism. So sometimes standing up for, even for others who are not capable to do it, knowing that you get reborn from every fire, every battle, something is born again. This is now a time of completion. 9 is a number also of completion. You have pushed your boundaries beyond normal limits and have used energies that you never realized you had. You stood up for challenges and responsibilities. You listen and learn, and you are still standing wherever it might happen. Acknowledge just how much you have lived through, and you can now accept that all is going well. This will continue, but there is one more push on this journey that stands before you. Exhaustion may be an issue, but trust that the great reserve of strength is within you to call upon. Keep on going. You are reborn. That's for me a deep message that we are reborn every day. We are redefining ourselves every day, and no need to look at the past stories that we are telling ourselves. We can create new stories every day, and in these new stories, ask yourself what task do you have to handle on your own, and who or what is demanding a lot of you. Maybe it's yourself, maybe are the words that you are using with yourself, what disciplines it's carrying you through. You can just trust your inner knowledge. The Tarot of Lumina talks about the end is in sight. You don't have far to go now. You may feel tired, worn out, as I thought it is hard to go on, but you are near the end. Fear and uncertainty may be rising up from your depths, but know that this is normal and natural at this time of nearing completion. Courage and resilience is needed at this time. Draw on all you have achieved and feel secure in the stability you have created in your structure and vision. This is more an internal test. Do your best not to waver. Trust, trust, trust. The light, it's there. You have so much fire in this card, so much wisdom. And despite others, even when maybe they will consider you crazy, like in this Nine of Wands from Beautiful Creature, beautiful young saint by the name of Veronica lives in a remote village in Jerusalem. She has had a miraculous and holy vision that no one in her village had witnessed before. She's seen the face of Christ. Knowing that the people in her village are skeptics, she shares with them what she's seen, but they all laugh of her. Her feelings are deeply hurt, and so is her mentality. Despite of all of this, she forgives her people, learns from her past pains, and masters the courage to overcome this hurt and move on with her life. This card and the light that is here, she saw the light, made me think of a movie that I saw recently called The Trolls, that one troll comes out of a mountain, and of course nobody wants to believe even when they see it. But then the only person that believes in trolls used to be called crazy. And now this crazy person becomes the wiser, the only one that knows how to deal with this kind of, how people see it, danger. I will have to read the story from Beneath the Moon that is associated with the Nine of Wands, and this is the story of Vasilisa the Beautiful. It's a Russian talent. It's very dramatic. It's a version to Cinderella. This beautiful girl gets a doll from her mother before she dies to protect her and to be there for her. And then the stepmother, of course, doesn't love her. And when the father is gone, tries to punish her by sending her away to bring fire from Baba Yaga. And Baba Yaga lives in a forest, in a house protected by these skulls full of fire. But she is fearless and she trusts that she's protecting. So she goes and asks for the fire. And then Baba Yaga gives her all kind of impossible tasks. She managed to do them actually with the help of the beautiful doll. She even gets the fire from Baba Yaga, who says that she doesn't want to have anything to do with people who are blessed, because this girl is blessed. She is surrounded by light, and even the darkness fears light. So she managed to go back home with the fire. Of course, because it's a Russian story, the fire will destroy the stepmother and the stepsisters, but that's not really the point. The point is that she's fearless, and I even look for a card with an image of Baba Yaga, and here we see she is the symbol of fearless, and she says, if you want to do something, just do it. There is not such thing as I can't. Do your best, and her fearless spirit will inspire you. I love this card. It brings a kind of joy in this a little bit darker, scary shadows that are associated with the Nine of Wands. That makes it even stronger, because one can face everything if you are showing and trusting your own light. I wish you all, born in this period or with the moon in Sagittarius, to realize how much force you have in your heart, and just trust that you are the Lord of a great strength. Thank you for watching.